This is Dr. Mariah White, host of Your Life Matters. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
The past is a place, and I don't want to erase it or to regret it. But I also don't want to be prisoner. Mick Jagger. Inspiring words from Mick Jagger, right? The past is a great place, and I don't want to erase it, but I also don't want to regret it. But I don't want to be a prisoner to it either. All right, this one hits me and it hits you hard too. You realize that you wish you had done things differently. Missed opportunities, bad decisions, mixed up priorities, mistakes that resulted in life's biggest regrets. Some weigh heavier on us than others, but regrets can be tricky pieces of emotional baggage that we carry around so much. The most common regrets in life are worrying too much, not showing my real feelings to people I love, caring too much about what other people think, not following my passion, not fully living in the present and enjoying the amazing moments that are right here and now, not traveling enough, not daring to take risks, and too little quality time with the ones that I love the most. Any of those strike a chord? Any of those feel like regrets you've had in your life so far? Well, guess what? Today's the day that you get to change that. Fact, no matter how powerful, wise, or successful you are, you cannot change the past. It's happened. It's over. It's done. And there's nothing you can do about it. And, that's where a lot of regrets come from. However, you do get to change the perception about what you did or what you didn't do. And you get to use your experiences, your new wisdom that you have created, and especially your biggest regrets as an insightful tool to steer your future in the right direction, regardless of who you are, where you are, how old you are, or any of the things. So what are some of your biggest regrets? Think about that, right? Regrets can be complicated feelings to process, but it's a very multi-pronged thing. It can intertwine sorrow, disappointment, anger, and guilt, all the negative emotions. And if that weren't enough, regret is a self-directed emotional reaction. Yes, regret is a self-directed emotional reaction. So who has the power to change this regret? You do. Yourself. We are often our own worst critics, our harshest judges, and our worst enemies. So why do we do this to ourselves? I don't know. But recognizing what bothers you the most about your past choices is the first step in embracing them as a catalyst for change. In my years of coaching, I found that regrets seem to focus around several common themes, and I want to talk about them today. And I even think about my own life and how these themes have been intertwined into my life as well. And so I would love to see if any of these have a familiar ring to them. And if so, we're going to give you some actions today that you can overcome your biggest regrets as well. The first one that I want to kind of talk about is career choice. Now, many people regret not taking the time to figure out what they want to be when they grow up. Sometimes it's faster, easier, and or cheaper to just jump into an opportunity that presents itself, especially when accompanied by the lure of a healthy paycheck. I know that when I got into education, it wasn't obviously for the paycheck. Teachers are not paid that much. However, I wanted to give back. I wanted to do something that was like the people that were the most giving in my life, and that were the teachers in my life. And so that's the direction I went. Do I regret becoming an educator? Absolutely not. I have a million life lessons and a million things that I've done in my career and my lifetime with people in the education realm that have forever marked me. And I've learned so much there. But when it came to the point where I was like, you know what, I need a new avenue. I left education and became a coach because it was an area that I was able to grow in. I was still able to help people. I was still able to do all the things. It was just a different direction in that. And I wouldn't have ever gone that direction. I wouldn't have ever gone that place if I didn't think about what is it that I truly wanted to do in life and where I was really wanting to go. So when a lot of people, I see this a lot, especially with people that are like the next generation above me, right? You tend to see kind of the future in a sense of in that generation that's above you. And, a lot of the people that feel the most stuck in life are the ones that have chosen a career path because it was just the thing to do. I went to a factory because I needed a job and I stayed there for 20 years, even though I hated it. My own have family members that are in jobs that they despise, that they just absolutely hate going to, just because it pays the bills and it has good health insurance. And you can get health insurance anywhere now, but it's one of those things, right? So having regrets about the job that you do can be something that is there, but it's never too late. It's never too late to try something new. I know many successful, well-known entrepreneurs, authors, celebrities, regular Joes like me and you, that have completely switched their path in life at whatever age, in their 30s, their 40s, their 50s even. And they have gone on to be super successful in those areas because they're really following their passion and they're following what they were really created here to do, and not just be who they're at. So or not just do the thing that they are in at the moment. So and that's what we're really about here at Choose to Rise, is rising up out of your current situation and living your best life. So how do you do this? Well, to take action, if it's working in a mismatched career is one of your biggest regrets, do something about it. And now, never assume that a career change is impossible at any age. Even the seemingly impossible obstacles, like I can't afford to go back to school, or I have a degree in biology, no one will want to work with me in marketing, or all the things. Those are all excuses and negative things that are running through your head. Those can all be overcome. Where there's a will, there's a way. And if it's really a God thing, if you're really meant to be there, it will happen for you. If you're contemplating a career shift, do the research. At certain credentials, are there certain credentials required? How competitive is the industry? Are there better things that you are more aligned to your talents and your personal values or your style? Or what is it that you really want to be when you grow up? Think about how your loves, your passions, and your skills and abilities in life can crossroad with a career. And maybe you can connect with a career coach to help you find your best options for you. But really just follow your heart. The second thing that I kind of want to share about a little bit today is building a secure financial future. This is something that my husband and I are working very diligently on right now as people in our 30s, and I'm in my 30s, he's in his 40s. We really want to build a financial future for ourselves where there is extra money in the end, and where we can give where we want to give. And if we are saving now, that means we'll be able to give generously in the future. And when we can reduce our own debt, that means we have more to give to other people. And that's something that is huge on my heart that I want to be able to do more of. But if you're not financially secure yourself, it's hard to feel like you can give to other people. It probably doesn't take long to realize that the two words that don't usually belong together are extra and money. Some people have very limiting beliefs on money. And so people tend to adjust their lives to their income levels and spend accordingly. Because there's an invincible nature of youth, few of us think about the what ifs until they're here, right? From unexpected medical bills to leaky roofs to, hot water heaters that go out, or new refrigerators are needed, or the lights need to stay on. Expensive things happen and layoffs happen, and other situations can lead to disruption in your income stream. However, when you ultimately are always saving, you're always having that backup box, the backup emergency fund that Dave Ramsey talks about, or that you have kind of things in line for your future you're always going to give to your savings first, or if you're always going to give to your retirement first, and then you spend accordingly on other things that you have, and you have money kind of put away for yourself for your future, you're going to be a heck of a lot better off as you continue to move forward. Create a budget. Include savings as a mandatory expense there. In fact, pay yourself first. When you set up a retirement account, enjoy the tax benefits. Invest in the securities and market, or literally just keep things set aside for you. It's better late than never. Always applies here. So it never keeps going. Always keep going with it. Work-life balance is not something else that kind of really fits the mold here. Devoting too much time to career is a common regret for many men and women alike. Milestones like the end in the big zero, friends, weddings, kids, graduations often spark reflection time of our lives. And I try to reflect on my life every day. Did I do well today? Did I impact someone today? Did I make a difference today? And reminding us where we fell short in our own expectations really kind of helps us also identify where we want to do better and different next time. Many women like myself find that because the amount of time and energy we spend on our career, that we're not where we had been hoped in our personal lives, maybe with children or in our marriages or whatever. But many men say in hindsight that they miss being involved in their kids' lives, having prioritized professional results, work, paychecks over personal relationships with their family. And so one of the things that I would really encourage you to do, and I think that with my life coaching business, is that and what we've been able to establish in our own world is that we try to have a work-life balance in the sense of we work to live versus live to work, right? And so it's one of those things where you can have both worlds and have that work-life balance. The beautiful thing is about balance is that it's super dynamic. The scales can be tipped in either direction, often with a little bit of effort. And so lost time cannot be reclaimed, but you can move forward with a better commitment to prioritizing your time differently. Do what it takes. Pick up the phone, arrange a visit, make sure that your friends and family are invited when you're doing something. Create a clear boundary between home and work, and unplug from the digital world where you're always being put in together. So focus on what's really important. Project into your future by imagining what you want to look and what you want to reflect on at your deathbed. What would you regret? Not spending enough time traveling, not being there for your family, not spending enough and giving enough to other people around you, not spending enough time to date and find a partner. Maybe it's not making yourself a priority in your own life. Regardless, 100%, I want to be able to look back on my life and say, I made an impact. I gave everything that I could. I stepped outside of my comfort zone. I went for it all. I tried to use all of the gifts and all of the things that God gave me to bless this broken world. And I hope that's one of the things that you do too. When it seems like the logical or sometimes in illogical cases, those choices that people really plant their roots in the same place as their parents and their siblings. But if your extended family, lives in this place and you want to go live in that place, go do it, right? If you have, if your family has a certain business and you're just really not in love there, go do something else. Don't create regrets in your life because just of what someone else thinks or feels, right? So make sure that you admonish yourself. I should not put words in this that I can't say. Maybe it's just the day. I don't know. But you should not admonish yourself for not taking greater advantage of your high school or college days. When you were seemingly endless opportunities to meet people and learn about practically anything under the sun, the past is the past. You can't do anything about it, but you can change about how you move forward in the future. So as life's circumstances change, we don't often really know how good we had it until it's past. And that's for sure a recipe for regret. But I want you today to take action. I want you to live in a world that presents limitless opportunities to grow, to get involved, to meet people, to develop new skills, to go improve who you are and live as your truest self. Taking an improv class or joining our local gym or, heading to a local club. Great ways to get outside of your comfort zone, great ways to meet other people, great ways to have more learning opportunities and to really just invest in who you are as an individual and invest in your community around you. All of this has to do with taking better care of yourself and really owning who God made you to be. And if you wished you would have taken better care of yourself in your youth, take care of yourself now. It's never too late to eat a salad. It's never too late to take a walk around the block. It's never too late to get better sleep or to get more water in yourself. You don't have to be obese or face major health issues to lament and not taking better care of your body. Packing on a few extra pounds becomes a harder process to reverse as age goes on and metabolism slows down. But that doesn't mean that your body image and that your self-esteem needs to plummet. If you're a woman like me, particularly a mom like me, you may have to put such emphasis on taking care of your family that you've lost sight of who you are as an individual. I don't want you to regret any of those decisions. I want you to be fully present for yourself, and I want you to be fully present for them. I want you to put your own needs up front so that you can have a full cup for yourself so that you can give more to them. Don't wait for the empty nest stage. Take care of you now. Forgive yourself. While any of us have life's regrets, this is kind of the hardest part for a lot of us. We hold on to all the things that happened in our past. But I really want you just to kind of open your hands and ask God to take those regrets from you and forgive yourself for the time that you've spent not doing what you think you have been doing, or that have been doing the things that you thought you shouldn't have done. Let them go. Take away the pain, take away the negativity, and use your biggest regrets as tools for self-improvement. Ruminating about your past is not productive, helpful, or healthy. Instead of berating yourself, let it go. Give a different approach. Have some compassion for the earlier version of you, understanding that you're not 17 anymore, or that you're not 20 anymore. Heck, you're not even 30 anymore. The path of self-forgiveness involves acceptance. Stop using labels like good and bad, smart and stupid. Instead, get rid of that judgment. Don't have to put that kind of stuff on yourself. Only the past only serves as a lesson, as a place to learn, not anywhere that you can change anything. So ruminating on there will not help you move forward in a positive way. Reflect on your past and use it to create the best future possible. Make a powerful declaration that your future, the things ahead, will be effective now, and it will be very different from your past. Create a new or different path for yourself if you need to, and whether that means considering a career change, planning a vacation, making sure you're getting in your self-care, maybe it's having less worry in your life, whatever that means, go do it. While life's biggest regrets can be super unpleasant to ponder, they can provide valuable insight into the person that you want to become and to live the life that you are destined to live today. So I hope today that one of these things, one of these little pieces that I've shared with you today, sparks an interest in you, helps you become a better version of yourself, and helps you let go of the pain of regret in your life, and that you can live out your absolute best self and just be your best and live the truest life that God made you to be. Okay, thanks so much for joining me today. I hope to see you back here again next time. Leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcasts. That helps other people find the podcast. Maybe share this on your social media. Tell your friends and family about Choose to Rise. It warms my heart so very much to see the numbers grow and to know that God is blessing other people with my voice and with the topics that He brings to my heart. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you back here again next time. Have a great day.